Hello everyone, Rachel here, and today we're going to talk about runs. How to do runs. I get this question so many times. And here's the thing. I have two main things. Lighten up and let go. That's really it. Now, how do you do that? Well, that's another story. But anyway, lighten up and let go. Just remember those two things, and then I'm going to break this down for you. So, two places that we're really going to focus on is our belly breath, right? Because that's the power. Just reminding you of that. And then that power runs into the front of our face. We sing into our mask, an isolating placement here in the front of our face. Now, that is where you have to stay because your belly breath is actually really important for that. Like my belly when I'm doing runs actually kind of vibrates a little bit, like with each little note. And that's a way to kind of control it because that's the power right behind the mask. So belly breath is very important, but you want to keep it right here. Now lightening up is almost like, it's almost like, you know how like you're about to sneeze, you're like that. It's almost like that feeling that you feel right here. It's so far forward and then you just like, and just sort of like let it run right out. And at the end of a run, I'll even feel it kind of run out of my nostril. This is so gross. It sounds like a bad cold, but it really just is lightening up and letting it go right here. So I'm going to go through some exercises with you today. And so you can practice this on your own and just see what works. As I've said before, the voice is invisible. So you are memorizing feelings. So the more that you do these, you're trying to memorize inside what does that feel like and what's working best. So you are the explorer and the discoverer of your own process. So as you practice this, start to memorize the feeling as this is happening. So I like to just basically kind of do a 5 or 6 note little pattern. And when I'm going up, if I were as a female, I usually start on like a middle C or a D or something that's kind of in my mid range. And that tends to be a harder place for me to sing. So I like to run runs there and kind of go up. And for a nice little, I would go like a 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 song. You're like, Rachel, what does that mean? Okay, let me break that down. So if you have a piano, that would be a C, D, E, G, A. And in the diatonic scale, we have 7 notes, like a C to C is an octave, and we have 7 notes in that scale. And so we just number the tones. That's all people are doing, by the way, when they're like speaking in their big, fancy numbers. That's all they're doing. They're just numbering each tone of the scale. So C, D, E, G, F, or G, A is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay? Because we skipped the F, which would be 4. And by the way, that's just musical alphabet. Another little quick, helpful hint. So we're going to just do this and we're going to sing on na first. And I put a consonant on the beginning of that vowel of the syllable na because the consonant actually helps keep things in place to start out. And another key is start slow. So I'm going to sing na, 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 na. Again, I'm using my belly breath and running right here into the mask. Na, 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 na. Right? Na, and now I'm just going to keep going. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. And right there, see how I kind of let go right here? Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. And you see some people sometimes like maneuver with their hands. I sometimes think that helps, but it's not because I need my hand to necessarily guide the voice. It's almost like it's activating my core to drive the sound. That's really what I feel when I'm doing that. So na 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 na. See, I'm just sort of letting go. And then you can come down with that. Na 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 na. And on that one, right? I call my lip and my cheeks and my nose and all the things in the front of my face, my joysticks, which are kind of sort of maneuvering the voice as I run it really forward. So I go, na, 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 na. And as I'm coming down, it feels like it might bottom out. So I tighten a little bit, right? I just sort of tighten right in the front of my face and my lip kind of keeps it up so it doesn't go na, 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 na. Right? It like falls into your mouth. You don't want it to fall into your mouth or your throat. You want to keep it up. So, na, 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 na. See? And I kind of tight. I know people make those ridiculous faces when they sing. And sometimes I'm like, okay, they're showing off. But sometimes I actually, most of the time, I think they are very useful because I do them and I know they're useful. And so if you tighten here and kind of lift here, it'll keep the voice there. Now, the key then after that, after you've got, if you do that with the N, take the N off, right? Ah. Ah, you memorize the feeling when the N is there, na, 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 and then take the N off. Oh, oh. Or just put your teeth together. That helps also to kind of keep it in the front of your face like that. And then I'll have more control, like, as I'm doing that. So this is the way that I have figured out runs. I hope this is helpful for you. But another helpful tool for you is if you click the link below, we have this awesome quiz. This is going to help you identify what your number one singing killer is, which is really super important to know because those are the things that take you out of that flow, right? Like diphthongs and jaws and all these other things that we do, these strange things. Once you take that quiz, we're going to send you a personalized video that will help you identify what that is and then correct that singing killer. And you guys, it's so important because this will help you sing so much more freely and beautifully and just get rid of some very simple things that you might be doing that you're just unaware of, right? Click the notification bell above, subscribe, like, comment below, and we can't wait to see you guys next time.